Hi, how's it going? I'm Luciano, host from the Brazilian Accent in Improvisation, and today I'm gonna improvise in a Brazilian toada. Toada is a name for a lot of different sounds of Brazilian music. You can find toada in different parts of Brazil, but it refers to different styles. This one I've chosen to improvise in the song Para Todos of Chico Buarque de Holanda, and this song it's slow baião. This is another name for toada. Okay, this name is sometimes generical, but in northeast part I can say that is a slow kind of baião. Alright, I'm gonna show you the song. It's a very simple and beautiful melody. I had some problems on my pedal, that's why. So it's sliding on the floor, so I was playing and I have to go to the to take it. All right. This is a simple baião, but it has very Brazilian interesting characteristics. We have some pedal point between the first and second chords. With D and A, G major 7, 9 and 6. I think this chord sounds magical. After that we have other very interesting characteristic in Brazilian music, that is the connection between the bass notes using neighbor tones. Note that when we start in the first chord, we are in D major. After that we go to C sharp minor in bass. After that C on the bass. After that B on the bass, B flat on the bass, chain the chords with it, A on the bass, D7 with A on the bass, E7 with G sharp on the bass, and after that A7 flat 9 with A on the bass. Or you have just neckboard tones and pedal points that are very characteristic about in Brazilian music. Note the sound. Tones. The melody is so simple, also made just of neckboard tones, and we have one very important characteristic that's present in Baião songs. That is the anticipation of 80 notes. Alright, note that the first phrase, second phrase, this note will always comes before the chord changes. All right, this is so common in Baião melodies, and well, these were some characteristics of the style, and if we recognize these conditions, we can improvise in this song using the resources we use in Baião improvisation. Let's start by the rhythmic cells. Using syncopations. these were improvises made by syncopations. That is the most important cell in Brazilian music. This it sounds like one. We can create melodies with it. I'm gonna create 2 examples with repeated notes. This is the sound of the syncopations when we repeat them, and after that I'm gonna do the syncopations with different notes. So these are the sounds of Brazilian syncopation. And let's use other sounds of rhythmic cells important in Baião or this northeast sounding. All right. So gonna use now the dotted 80 note with 1/16 notes. So this is an important sound we can mixture with the syncopations. Sounds simple and beautiful, isn't it? Don't you think? And the last important rhythmic cell we can use also is the 80 notes. And with the 80 notes, these anticipations for the next chords. For example, can change the chord before. it's very interesting because this sound, we can interpret it without that sound. We don't have swing in the sound. And when we put this let's mixture this rhythmic sounds. These are some sounds, and we can use some typical designs of the Northeast music also. So, for example, we can use some typical arpeggios and some cliches, some melodical cliches. For example. For example, thirds are very typical in violin. Other typical sound that's common in Baião is the sharp 11th. So we can put inside our improvisation in major chords or dominant chords. This is a little strange. I'm gonna use a cliche that it's common in Northeast flutes. If you play piano, you can improvise the inversions of the chords. You can play different ways to arrive in the chords. For example, I'm gonna show you the way is descendant, but I can choose an ascendant accent. I'm gonna try to do it the melody to you recognize. Interesting also. For example, and we can take some different ways in the middle of the harmony. Another thing I would like to say to you, I'm gonna do this process here now. It's to memorize the melody. I don't know by heart this melody, is so simple, but I never took it to know the notes. And this lead sheet I took just one page because the melody repeats. Let's see what we can what can make this memorization easy. All right, so the melody starts with the the third of the scale of D major. The melodies are all I could realize that most of the time it's based on the notes of D major. I don't know. That is, I think that is just one note out of the scale. That is B flat. Let's see how it works. Okay. First phrase starts on the third of D and goes to the fifth and a little way out and returns. So, alright, the second, and the same phrase, okay, the same. Let's see this phrase. It's I would think the last 5 notes of the scale of C, then to the fifth, starting with the 1 and ending on the fifth. And don't repeat the A. And after that we start on B flat. We don't repeat the before last note. We have the same design now. And this breaks the pattern. Okay, let's see from this part. And the last phrase, what's different in it? Normal would be like that, but all the notes repeat, but we jump the D note. All right. So this down phrase on the scale. Okay, you just jump one note at the end. We start with this is the first part of the melody, alright? Let's go to the second. I think we're gonna do a compensation because the phrases were all in down, in way down. This first we're gonna go up again. We start the scale of D by the B note and we start the second phrase for the second note and maybe the repeat of the other notes. this is a conclusive phrase, different of the first. I never realized this, but the first phrase of the first section ends on the sixth grade, and this ends on. And don't repeat the second note, not the third, like the others. So let me see the repeat parts that are not in this lead sheet, but because they are so similar or equal. Let me see. Equal. Equal. It has a end. Equal the second section. Let me see if I'm missing one pattern here. The second is a little different. We have one note of difference. Last page. Very interesting, and in simple melodies and beautiful. These songs, the lyrics of Chico Buarque is very rich also, because he starts saying about the origins of his family, but he puts he talks about the great maestro in Brazilian music that was his inspiration to compose songs. That was Tom Jobim. He's called in this song Antônio Brasileiro, because Antônio Brasileiro is the original. Tom Jobim is so called Antônio Carlos Brasileiro de Almeida Jobim. Brasileiro means Brazilian, and he says that Tom Jobim that breathed this song, and he started to give some solutions to problems, and these solutions are Luiz Gonzaga, are Pixinguinha, are Noel Rosa, Cartola, Caetano, Veloso, João Gilberto. He is honoring the Brazilian composers, the Brazilian musicians, and it's very a dreamy feel that this song has. It's so-called Para Todos. Hear this because it's very beautiful. And one last thing I would like to say to you, that the first chord of this song, and we have moments with the superimposed harmony. Hear this after starting this beautiful. So we hear this, I think, Ravel influenced chords of polytonal taste, but just a little, not so strong. So we can explore this in kind of improvisation also. This reminds me a lot. This sound reminds a lot one of my pianists of influence that very important influence to me. That's the pianist Benjamin Taubkin. He likes to do these beautiful harmonies with the changings using neckbar tones. They are very poetical compositions, instrumental compositions. So that was it. I hope you enjoyed this live. You learned something about Brazilian music, and I recommend hear this composition para todos. I'm gonna do a little tip about Chico Buarque. That's the composer of the song, with the perspective of the Brazilian accent improvisation channel. Alright, thanks for watching. I'm sorry for today by the image that's changed, but that was possible today. Okay, thanks for watching. Bye bye.